Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. So today I have something really special for you, I think. you're gonna love this trick. And in the end, I'm gonna show you, I have a little bit of a surprise. Don't skip ahead, don't spoil the surprise, but I think you're gonna like it. So we have a cut and shuffle deck as normal. I'm gonna have a spectator say stop and pick a card. Let's say they stop me right here. Now remember, you could have stopped me at any one of these cards, but you stopped me right here. We're gonna take the first face down card and place it to the side right here, okay? And we're gonna return to that in just a moment, okay? I'm gonna have 3 more cards selected. So just say stop again right here. We're gonna do the exact same thing, okay? So you could have stopped me at any one of these face-up cards. But again, we're gonna look at the 3 face-down cards like this, okay? So let's see what you picked right here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 deuces. Why do we have that, you might ask? Well, that's because you picked a deuce right over here. So go check that out, or go turn that over and look at it. Okay, so we have the 4th deuce. That's not a 2. Wait, I think I can solve this. Just go 1, 2, and 3, and we can turn that ace into a 2, just like that, okay? So now, finally, it all works out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 deuce. Wait. Okay. I'm just gonna do like this, go like that, and we have the last ace. Okay, guys, this is a super cool trick. I think you're gonna like the method. So let's get straight into it. Okay guys, before starting the tutorial, make sure to go watch this video popping up right here to learn how to enter the giveaway and get a chance of winning a gift voucher from Vanishing Ink. Now, a couple of weeks ago, in that giveaway video I did a super cool trick by Di Vernon called matching the cards. And this is more or less the same plots, you could say. If you've been watching this channel before, you know that I like to show you the same plot or the same trick, but with different methods. I think that is a great way of learning and thinking around magic and coming up with your own methods and your own tricks, essentially, if you think along these lines. Now, this version is a super cool version by Ed Marlo, and it comes from this book, M.I.N.T Marlo in New Tops magazine, and it's really cool. It starts on page 9 and it's called Cardician Makes Good. Now, there is another version of this trick in the book called the Cardician, but I think this version is a lot better. Let's get into how it's done. So we're gonna have a little bit of a setup for this. We're gonna have these 4 aces face up with the ace of spades in the back like this, and 1 more random face-up card, and then we're gonna have the 4 twos with the 2 of spades at the 4th position on top, like this. Okay, so this is the setup we have right here. Okay, before starting the trick, make sure to give the cards a false shuffle, an in-jog shuffle like this. To you, this is just, it's just an in-jog shuffle. To the spectator, this makes it utterly impossible for you to know where any of the cards are. We sometimes forget the impact the false shuffles can have on a spectator, because they don't know what a false shuffle is. To them, the in-jog shuffle looks so real, so they can't, fathom how you can find, special cards or certain cards after you've shuffled like that. Now, we're gonna force the ace of spades on them. We're gonna do that using the Henry Christ or Christ force. And what we can do, you can either riffle up like this, or you can riffle down like this. And if you do, make sure to start the riffle under the face-up cards, otherwise they might see that. But you can do this version as well, okay? Let's do it like this for now. We start riffling, they call stop. We take all those cards and we simply place them like that. Now, if you want to, you can pick all those face-up cards up. You can do that because they're going to be a natural break in the deck, whether we have cards back to back like this. You can pick them up, you can fan them with one hand to show them that they could have picked any one of these cards, but we're going to look at the first face down card, and that's the ace of spades. If you don't want to do that, you can simply place them here again and then just spread through the cards until you reach the first face down card and place that to the side and say we're going to look at that later. Now you take these cards, you take these cards and you place them underneath like so to get our stock back. And now you say we're going to do the same thing. I need 3 more selections. And you're going to do the same force, riffling down, have someone else say stop, turn these over and start spreading through the cards. Take care not to spread too much so that they can see these face-up cards over here, okay? Look, you don't want that, okay? So keep it tight. And when we reach the first, or the face-down cards, we're gonna deal 3 cards on the table like that. And again, place these underneath like so. Now we're gonna get a break underneath 5 cards over here. You can either do a pinky count, but there's also going to be a natural break. So you can actually simply pick up on that natural break and get a pinky break like so. And you're going to say, okay, you stop me at 1, 2, 3 deuces. And you did that because that is the last 2. Go ahead and turn that over. And as you say that, you have nice misdirection to do a switch. And this is called a turnover switch. You square this up and you simply turn over everything above the break, okay? And you do this quickly. It's going to be pretty thick, but you do this quickly and casually as they turn this over, and you immediately deal the top 3 cards like so. And now you act as if you failed, okay? Because that's not a 2, that's an ace, of course. And again, you need to get a break underneath 2 cards this time. So you can do a pinky break, or you can riffle up or lift up on 2 cards, okay? I like to do a pinky break, a pinky count like so. You take this card like this, you place it on top, and then we're gonna change the double on top for this card by placing this on top, then using your ring finger and your thumb to draw out the double. So you have a double here. And now you're gonna do a change. I think this is called the paintbrush change. And what you do is you go 1, you cover the cards a couple of times, and then you simply leave that 2 as you immediately draw that cover card off, okay? So you have the double, you can go 1, 2, and 3, and just like that, you've changed that ace into the last 2. You take this card, you place it inside the pack like this. You do any kind of double turnover like so. If you're gonna do like I do here, a push off, make sure to do a very tight push off, because if you push a little bit too much, you're gonna flash that card. You can also get a break and do a turnover. You can go watch the double lift video over here, and you immediately thumb that off to the side. And now it looks like you've sorted everything out. So now we have, and here you do a little bit of acting. So now we have the 4, and you look up, you don't look at the cards as you turn them over, and you go the 4 2s. And then you look down and go, oh, okay. That usually gets a laugh, and you go, well, I can simply take this, rub it a little bit to do some kind of magical thing, and we turn that into the last ace, and that's a really nice surprise. So guys, if you like this trick, please make sure to comment that down below, leave a like on the video and subscribe. Now here comes the special surprise, you could say. Every time I find a new trick I want to learn, I go on Google and I search if there's a performance of it somewhere on the internet. Sometimes there isn't, but sometimes there is, okay? And this time I actually found a super cool performance by the legend himself, Darwin Ortiz, one of the best card handlers in history of magic and gambling sleight of hand, and he will perform this trick in this recording, and if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. Believe me, he uses essentially the same method, and you can see by the reactions how strong this trick can be. So go watch the legend himself coming up right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Let's look at Darwin Ortiz.
Not even you, Julie, so I'll do it this way. I'm going to riffle up the front of the deck. Riffle up the front of the deck like this. Whenever you want, you say stop, and I'll try and stop right at that point. Where you stop me, the card at that point will be your card. So you just stop me whenever you wish, Julie.
Stop.
Okay, then that's going to be Julie's card. We'll look at it a little later. But first, I just want you all to notice that all of the cards in the deck are different. I don't use 52 aces of spades or anything like that. I used to, but then I learned sleight of hand. I'm going to put Julie's card aside. Nobody will look at it just yet. But although I haven't seen what that card is, I'm going to try to identify it using what card manipulators call the four-of-a-kind approach. Means I need 3 more cards. Would you also stop me, Doris, as I riffle through the deck? Just call out stop.
Stop.
All right, then I'll cut the deck at that point. And not to belabor the obvious, but keep in mind she could have waited 2 seconds longer and stopped me at the Queen of Clubs, or 3 seconds longer, stopped me at the Queen of Spades. In fact, I was hoping you would. That's all right. We'll go on anyway. I'll take, from the spot that Doris stopped me, I'll take 3 cards. Now I want to show you first a coincidence and then a miracle. The coincidence is that all 3 cards that Doris led me to are kings, which is rather exceptional in itself. Let's go a step further. You notice the one king that's missing is the King of Hearts? I have clubs, diamonds, spades, no King of Hearts. Wouldn't it be extraordinary if the King of Hearts, the one king that Doris didn't find for me, proved to be the card that Julie previously selected? And of course it is the King of Hearts, because it's just a... It's a pretty good trick for a while.
You goofed to it.
It doesn't make the least bit of difference, because I can change this card into the King of Hearts. I think. I'll put the 2 of Hearts second from the top of the deck, and I will just change it into the King of Hearts. So that we are left with 4 of a kind, because we have the King of Hearts, and we have the other 3 kings that you found to be when I was riffling through the deck. I think the only way we're going to get 4 of a kind out of this is if I change that king back.
Darwin.